Hello everyone, welcome to my channel S Cube Sister Study Squad. So I had given you an introductory session on probability. Now let us solve the first exercise. And before that, let me quickly brief the facts. The total probability is always 1. And so if I want to say that the probability of an event is X, what will be the probability of not happening? It will be 1 minus X. Because, and for example, if there are 3 events, A, B, C, I give you the probability of A happening, B happening, then how do I find the probability of C happening? I add A and B and subtract it from 1. So, let's go to the first question here. The first question says, the probability that the school bus arrives on time is 1 by 3. What is it? 1 by 3. What is the probability that the school bus will not arrive on time? So, as you know it very nicely, it is 1 minus 1 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 3. So what is it? Please tell me, what is it? 1 minus 1 by 3 will be 3 minus 1 divided by 3, which is 2 by 3. So I will repeat this. The probability of any event happening is 1. Then not happening will be, if it is 1 by 3, not happening will be 1 minus 1 by 3. Let's go to the next question. The probability that a person owns a pet is 5 by 9. What is the probability that the person will not own a pet? You have guessed it right. It is 1 minus 5 by 9. Take LCM. So it becomes 9 minus 5 by 9, which is 4 by 9. Very correct. Now, quickly go to the next question. Jana picks a sweet at random from a box of sweets. They're all of identical shape and size. Now, that all are either orange or lemon sweets. Orange or lemon sweets. Now, what is the probability that it is lemon sweet if the probability of orange sweet is 0.2? Now we know that there is either an orange sweet or a lemon sweet. If I don't choose an orange sweet, it means I'm going to get a lemon sweet. And the probability of orange sweet is 0.2. So what is the probability of lemon sweet? It is 1 minus 0.2, which is 0.8. So the probability of not picking an orange sweet is equals to picking a lemon sweet. It's as simple as that. Same way, the next example, question, it says black socks and red socks. The probability of black socks is 0.63. What is the probability of red socks? Now you all know it how to do. 1 minus 0.63, which will be 0.37. I hope you know this subtraction. Don't make a mistake. This is how you do it. 1.00 minus 0.63. Borrow and you get 0.37. Okay. Let's quickly move to the next question, children. I hope this was very simple. Okay. Now we go to question 5. The probability of Marika's class get to the bus is 53%. Remember in the examples I told you that whenever you get percentage, you subtract from 100. And if you have to find it in decimals, you do 53 divided by 100. Now, what is the probability that Marika does not get to the bus, the class? So, if I have to find it in percentage, I do 100 minus 53, which is 47. Correct? So, 47 percentage. And if I have to convert it into decimal, it will be 47 divided by 100, which is 0.47. So, if I have to find it in percentage, I leave it to 47%. And remember, if I have to convert it to decimal, whenever percentage is given, we divide by 100. So, it's 0.47. It was as simple as that. Now, let's go to this question. This is my favorite, and this can be asked in exam. Maybe the values can be changed, but the format will be same. If the probability of raining on Monday is 0.5, what will it be? Probability of not raining. You say 1 minus 0.5, which is 0. If the probability of raining on Tuesday is 0.88, what is the probability? 1.00 minus 0.88. So it will be 0.12. Probability of raining on Wednesday is 0.95. So simply do 1 minus 0.95, which is 0.05. Same way, on a Thursday, it's 0.72. So it will be 1 minus 0.72, which will be 0.28. And the last 0.15, so it would be 0.85, correct? So this is how you answer. Now, in case the question is that you need to convert it to percentage, how would you do this? Whenever you have to convert it to percentage, you multiply by 100, correct? So, 0.5 multiplied by 100 would give me 50 percentage. 0.12 multiplied by 100 would give me 12 percentage. This would give me 5. This would give me 28. And this would give me 85. So I hope now this is very, very clear. Let's move to the next question. Okay. Now, it says there are 100 batteries. And the probability that a battery, can you look at this? It says a battery. It means one battery, which is not flat, is 0.77. So how many flat batteries are there? So the first step here would be finding the probability of the battery not being flat. Correct? So I do 1 minus 0.77, which would be, tell me what would it be? You guessed it right. It is 0.23. Now, but this is talking about one battery. The question is for 100 batteries. So what do? I simply do 0.23 times 100, which is 23. So out of 100, there are 23 batteries which are not flat. See, now this is just oral calculation, but if I have to write it, I would write it this way. P of flat is equals to 1 minus 0.77, which is 0.23. So you always denote probability with P and put it in the brackets. Okay. Now, same way, let's go to the next question, which says, let us read it. Now, see, here there are two things in a jar, mints or toffees. So let us denote mint by green color. So these are my mints, okay? And let us denote toffees by brown color. So these are my toffees, okay? Now, okay, let me make it a little dark. These are my toffees. Now, it says the probability of it being a mint is 40%. It being a mint is 40%. So what is the probability of it being a toffee? 100 minus 40, which is 60%. Correct? 60%. But now they are asking you how many toffees. So what is the total number of toffees? 80. 60% are, total number of sweets? 80. 60% of it are toffees. So how many toffees? Let us calculate over here. 60% of 80. So you do 60 upon 100 times 80. 0, 0 cut, 0, 0 cut. 6 times 8 is 48. So it's 48. So how many toffees? So first I found out the percentage of toffees and I did the 60% of the total number of toffees. I hope this is very clear now. Now let's go to the 9th question. It says, now there are 3 things. Children, 3, not 2. Okay. So there are, what do you say, red, counters. There are yellow counters. And there are blue counters. Okay. Now, the probability of it being red is 0.2. The probability of it being yellow is 0.35. You need to find the probability of it being blue. It's very, very simple. I've told you the total probability is always 1. So what is the probability of it being blue? Let us add the probability of yellow and red and subtract it from 1. So 0.2 and 0.35 gives me 0.55. To find the blue one, I need to do 1 minus 0.55, which is 0.45. So 0.45 is the answer. I hope it's very simple and you got it. The last question for today, read it quickly. The probability that the school bus will be late when it's raining is 0.75. Hannah says this means the probability that the bus will be late on a morning when it is not raining is 0.25. Why is Hannah not correct? See, there are 2 factors given over here, children. One is that she will be late on a morning. That is the first factor. The bus will be late on a morning when it is rain. And the bus will be late on a morning when it is not raining. The probability of bus being late on a morning is 0.75. Let us keep when it is raining as a constant factor. So this should be, the corrected statement should be, the bus will not be late when it is raining. The bus will not be late when it is raining. It is raining is a constant factor. Will be late is 0.75. Then will not be late will be 1 minus 0.75, which is 0.25. With this, we complete the exercise. For any doubts, just comment me. I will be there to answer. And if you like my explanation, if you like my video, if you want to see more of me, just subscribe my channel. Thank you and happy learning.